Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Kamaru Usman, the UFC welterweight champion, who wants to get them Conor hands. He wants to fight Conor McGregor, I guess. Started with Usman's manager, who also is the manager for Justin Gaethje and Khabib Nurmagomedov, saying basically that, he's been talking stuff about, hey, Conor, you can fight Kamaru Usman, but then Usman also has been saying that. And actually said it again. He's wondering why Conor's being so quiet about it.
So yeah, after we had Twitter tirades from Conor, right?
He's been silent.
Kind of calling out like everybody and anyone. Like I was like, who doesn't Conor want to fight? Then when Usman, his manager, puts out there, Usman's like, why is Conor so quiet? Conor's remained quiet.
Why though? Kamaru wants to know why.
When
He's like, bye.
You wrote about this and you were like, okay, first glance, this fight very unlikely as Conor's next fight.
It's still very unlikely.
Why is it unlikely?
Mostly because McGregor still has unfinished business at lightweight, right? There's no reason really for him to put his body through a real move up to 170 pounds. Now, his last fight was at 170 against Kelsey Cerrone, but that was against basically a lightweight in Kelsey Cerrone, who's fought at lightweight since then. That was more so neither one of them had to make weight. Now, if he's really going to move up to welterweight and fight welterweight, that's like a whole shift, right? Then it makes it harder to come back down. The difference between 155 pounds and 170 is kind of a lot, so especially when you're putting on muscle, right?
Conor would have to be kind of
done
with lightweight. He would have to be willing to perhaps just say goodbye to that forever.
He at least risks that. And with the biggest money fight in UFC is a rematch between him and Khabib, then I don't know why you do that yet.
Right. And the biggest example that I know about is when Rory Jones went up and then came, like he wasn't the same fighter.
Yeah, right, exactly. When he moved up to heavyweight to beat John Ruiz for one of the heavyweight title belts, man, Roy's on the top of the world. If he'd have retired right then, people said he was one or on the top 5 greatest fighters ever, like, because he was 49-1 or something like that at the time, and his loss was really a DQ loss. Anyway, listen, he went back down to 175, which is where he really belonged at the time at his older age, got knocked out in the first or second round. Never looked the same. Now, a lot of people have assumed that he lost a big part of himself when he had a lot of muscle, he had to shut that muscle off. Never was the same. There's probably more to the story than that, but it is true that could affect.
Well, it can be really difficult to do. What is going on, though? First, why is he so quiet? But what else kind of makes it word like, okay, this was an unlikely fight, but this actually could happen?
I would say it's unlikely, but it is a possibility. It's at least worth considering because, look, Usman seemed to be on his way to his next title defense against Jorge Masvidal, the BMF title holder, right? Mm-hmm. We thought that was happening. They didn't want to even announce that fight. But then, neither one of them has signed the fight. Doesn't look like this happened now. Looks like now Masvidal wants a rematch against Nate Diaz. They originally fought last year, I think it was November, UFC 244. Well, guess what? Guess what Conor McGregor's plans were? Khabib, right? Can't get that. Justin Gaethje, oh, those two are fighting. Can't get that. Nate Diaz, oh, can't get that for a third fight between him and Conor. Maybe Usman is that number 4. Maybe he's number 5. Maybe there's a 4th guy that we don't know about that he also, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's closer to being
Usman and
McGregor,
their likely opponents are all fighting other people.
Exactly.
And so it kind of like, well, you know, and if Conor did want to legitimately move up, let me throw another, like, iron. Is that what you throw into fires? Wood?
Throw another iron into the wood fire.
Is that picture Conor tweeted out where it was an ad for something.
Where he was like, LOL.
But he was like talking about, he was like, who knows what weight I'll fight at, LOL, because of being in quarantine, that he is bigger. But the picture of him, he was bigger.
He's been looking pretty
but
swole.
Like pretty like in shape. And I was like, I don't know, maybe Conor's just ready to move up. Like maybe you take the quarantine and you just roll with it and guess what? I'm a welterweight now.
The last big piece to me that makes it at least a possibility is that Conor McGregor already ranks himself number 2, maybe number 1 all time. If anything, definitely he'll be the greatest mixed martial artist of all time when he retires, is what he says. He definitely believes himself enough that he thinks probably that he could go fight Kamaru Usman tomorrow and beat him. Most people think he wouldn't, Bookies make him an underdog in the fight. But Conor definitely, I think, has the power of self-belief.
There's already odds for that?
This is the guy that thought he could go box Floyd Mayweather Jr. inside a boxing ring and thought he would win the fight. He legitimately thought he would win the fight. So he's that kind of guy with that kind of belief. That's why it's at least a possibility.
You know what else people should believe in?
Real talk with Kelsey and Rachel.
Yes.
We're your best fight friends. Face it, we're your only fight friends. What?